Go order yourself a pizza. It's Friday night. Just the 10 of Us premiered on April 26, 1988, joining ABC Friday Night. While the first season was a trial run of 4 episodes, it proved to be quite popular, which is how the show found itself rounding out TGIF in the fall.
What can I say? I'm doing it the best I can. Leaning on nobody but me. Oh, seeing it from where I stand. Nothing comes easy.
Graham Lubbock, played by Bill Kirchenbauer, first appeared in Season 2, Episode 2 of the classic family drama Growing Pains. Graham was a coach and a teacher at Dewey High School, where he taught the older Seavers, Mike and Carol. The original pilot for Just the 10 of Us aired as an episode of Growing Pains at the end of Season 3. Coach Lubbock's job was in danger due to cutbacks, and with a very large family to care for, he had 7 kids plus 1 on the way. Mike Seaver stages a sit-in to protest the firing of Coach Lubbock, his favorite teacher. While Graham does lose his job, he ends up getting an offer from St. Augustine's Academy in California, and thus, Just the 10 of Us was born. The Lubbocks packed up all their worldly possessions, including their dog, Hooter, and moved across the country, leaving behind the bright lights of New York for the coastal city of Eureka, California. Now, Graham and his wife Elizabeth, played by Deborah Harmon, might have been happy to trade in their apartment for a large house on school property. Their kids weren't. That is until the girls realized that they were living in an all-boys school, something that Graham had not been made aware of upon accepting his job offer. The admin at St. Augustine's might not have been happy with admitting Graham's teenage daughters, but the male contingent most certainly was. And they welcomed Marie, played by Heather Langenkamp, Cindy, played by Jamie Luner, Wendy, played by Brooke Thies, and Connie, played by Joanne Willett, with open arms. Marie was the oldest and one of the more devout of the Lubbock children, much like her mother. She struggled with the typical teenage desires that she viewed as sinful and often asked for forgiveness from the God because of it. Cindy and Wendy were twins, with Cindy being the oldest by 11 minutes and the most ditzy, whereas Wendy was the brains of the operation. They both were very much interested in the boys of St. Augustine, and unlike Marie, made no apologies for it. Then there was Connie, who was the more creative of the older girls. She often felt inferior to her older sisters. Now, the Lubbock's oldest son was JR, who was played by Matt Shackman, who felt the weight of being a middle child and often sought out attention by leveraging his love of horror movies to play pranks on his family. JR was often at odds with his younger sister, Sherry, played by Heidi Ziegler, who thought that she was the smartest member of the Lubbock family, and harshly judged her older sister's flirtatious ways. Rounding out the 10 of them were Harvey and Melissa, who were only babies and did baby things, and Melissa didn't even really appear in it, apparently. As Just the 10 of Us moved into the second season and into the TGIF lineup, the series focused more on the lives of the 4 older girls who formed their own singing group called the Lubbock Babes to help the family earn some extra cash. It also focused on the girls navigating their love lives, which brought appearances from 2 future friends, Matthew Perry as Ed in Episode 4, Season 2, and Matt LeBlanc in Season 3, Episode 2 and 7 as Todd Murphy, the St. Augustine Hippos, quite the name for a sports team, star quarterback and Graham's only hope for the team. As Just the 10 of Us went into its 3rd season with fairly high ratings, it was the only show on the TGIF block that wasn't produced by Miller Boyett Productions. Also one of the few that didn't have a theme song done by Jesse Frederick. Because of that, the show got canceled. The final episode aired on May 4th, 1990. And this decision was quite controversial because ABC claimed that they canceled it because there wasn't enough episodes for syndication, but then they filled the gap with the Miller Boyett produced Going Places, which, let's just say, did not go places. ABC did eventually admit that they made a big mistake. Big. Huge. In canceling Just the 10 of Us. And even though the series was short-lived, it does have a huge cult following, so you probably want to know where they now. I'll tell you. Bill Kirchenbauer appeared on another TGIF show, Family Matters, and continued appearing in other various TV shows and movies. He also returned to his first love, stand-up comedy. His last acting credit was in 2015, and he's still active on The Book of Face. Deborah Harmon continued acting throughout the 90s, appearing on shows like Boy Meets World, Clueless, and Married with Children, but hasn't appeared in anything since Malcolm in the Middle in 2002. She is not related to Mark Harmon, just to clarify. Heather Langenkamp returned to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, appearing in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where she played a version of herself, which was based on her own stalking incident that was a result of her starring on Just the 10 of Us. She took a hiatus from acting to raise her two children, Isabel and Daniel Atticus, who passed away in 2018 at the age of 26 from complications due to a brain tumor. Heather returned to acting in 2014 with an appearance on American Horror Story Freak Show, and most recently had a starring role in The Midnight Club. Jamie Luner went on to appear in some pretty big shows like Melrose Place and one of my all-time favorites, Profiler. She was the lead. She also had a run on All My Children and started producing in 2019. Brooke Thies went on to appear in Beverly Hills 90210, Boy Meets World, Clueless, and The Amanda Show. She also married Canadian actor Brian Genesee, studies the migration patterns of sea lions at Galapagos Island Marine Reserve, and attends horror conventions, as she is also a Nightmare on Elm Street alum. Joanne Willett has also had a steady career since Just the 10 of Us ended, appearing on shows like Melrose Place, Chicago Hope, Private Practice, and The Walking Dead. She appeared in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and also makes HorrorCon appearances. Matt Shackman moved on to life behind the camera, founding the Black Dahlia Theater in LA and directing shows like Mad Men, Succession, and The Boys. In 2021, he moved over to the Marvel Universe, directing WandaVision, and most recently directed the Fantastic Four: First Steps, which comes out today, July 25th. Weirdly enough. Heidi Ziegler landed a role on Drexel's Class, but upon its cancellation, she announced her retirement at the tender age of 12 so she could attend public school, and she has never been heard from since. Jokes, she went to BYU and now she works in real estate. Now, Baby Harvey was played by twins Jason and Jeremy Korstens, and they were only on 2 episodes and haven't really done any acting. I think they work in corporate America, maybe in IT. I don't know. I don't know what they look like. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please save it and share it with your friends. You click a little copy link if you want. It really does help spread the good word on this Forsaken app. Also, don't forget to follow me on the gram and the tube just in case. And don't forget that we have stickers, bookmark, and a pin that you can grab at cultofmakes.lol to help show your appreciation for your indoctrination, if you are so inclined. Good day. And may the cult be with you.